Welcome to Boar and Beard Games.
Boar's Head Beer Game.
Some beards going on.
Jeez.
Yeah. Welcome to Beer and Board Games, folks. Are you stressed out? Have the holidays got you frazzled? Well, I think you need to get out your paints and your brushes because we're playing the Bob Ross Art of Chill game.
Bob Ross!
The Bob Ross game is inspired by Bob Ross, the man who paints on PBS. I think he's passed away.
He was a real hero, and he knew it towards the end, too.
This is a game that I'm sure involves lots of happy little trees, but I'd like to start out with some happy little beers.
Tonight we're drinking something very dangerous for our Dick Danger Ale.
Not dangerous for my dick. Oh!
Be careful. Dick's Brewing Company in Washington.
Well, let's see how dangerous this is.
It's like sweet bitter.
Orange peel kind of flavor. I think this beer is giving me an allergic reaction.
Already?
Because I get allergic reactions on the inside of my mouth to certain foods and certain liquids, and it's doing that. It's making my tongue feel sort of irritated. Like tahini does that to me. Sometimes tomatoes will do that to me, and this beer is doing that.
Already?
Yeah.
Don't drink more then.
It says right here, government warning. According to the Surgeon General, Matt Sloan should not drink Dick Danger because of the risk of it to his mouth.
Wow.
And pregnant ladies.
Koira Lawrence has some requests. She wants a toast from Darth Vader.
Who's gonna do that?
Well,
Sheila?
This is a toast for Koira Lawrence. She has failed me, but I am toasting her anyway. You have great power. Join me at my side, Koira.
and she also wants Arnold Schwarzenegger to say something, so would you like to attempt that?
Who is your daddy and what does he do? Who is your daddy and what does he do?
You gotta get the cadence down.
Get to the chopper.
Who is your daddy and what does he do? You need to get back here.
You need to
get to the chopper. Who is your daddy?
What does he do?
Who is he?
Who does he? Who does he
Grab
do?
my hand!
Get your ass to Mars!
And lastly, we're supposed to toast her and say a special word when we say it. Here's to Koira Lawrence. Chris!
Woo!
We are going to paint this mountain landscape with the ocean next to it.
It's got almighty mountains, wondrous water, and happy little trees.
Of course, and they are all using various types of paints, of which we are going to try to collect, as well as the paintbrush. But we gotta beat Bob. Every turn, Bob's gonna move along this thing, and if we don't paint it before he does, then we don't get the credit.
Now, he only moves when we roll Bob on the die, though,
That's
right?
correct, yeah.
Got a special die. It's got Bob's on it, it's got pallets on it, and it's got a hand on it. It's got all symbols.
How allergic to that beer are you?
I might not make it tonight.
If you get to paint these things before Bob does, you get those bonus points. Starting out very angry and upset. Maybe we were in the war like Bob, and we're still recovering.
What?
He often said that he was a soldier in the war.
What war?
I went to Grenada.
I didn't like that very much, and I came back and I started painting.
As you move along the board, you get closer to the chill part.
The person who goes first is the last one to have made a painting.
I've never made a painting.
You have a kid.
Yeah.
So you have.
I have a kid and I have not.
Okay, well, you're a bad father, so you go first.
Everyone's gonna get 3 art supply cards. Everybody's got their own palette, just like Bob. On your turn, you roll the die, resolve its effects. Part 2, perform 3 actions. Your actions are draw an art supplies card, or apply paint to your palette, which is putting one of these cards from your art supplies onto your palette. Wash your palette, beat the devil out of it, so to speak.
You went right for that. I was saving that for later. That's
Nope.
the one thing I
It's
know.
done.
I got a Nintendo Wii. What happens now?
You may take 1 art supplies card from the top of the deck.
I want to put down titanium white and this blue.
So in one move, he painted the almighty mountains.
He didn't paint it yet. He used his 3 actions to play those cards. He'll need 1 more in his next turn to actually create the almighty mountains.
Okay.
I did pretty well. is
Yeah.
what we're saying? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're welcome.
You really bobbed it, as they say.
No, they don't.
Over you. Some pretty cool pictures.
Bob! Yeah, Bob's well on his way to painting those mountains.
Bring us all down.
He's going faster than you are.
Bob moves, and then you need to take one of those chill cards and flip it up.
When this card is revealed, all players may play a paint to their palette. Bob says, every day is a good day when you paint.
So you still get 3
I
actions.
get 3 actions.
Even if you unleash the Bob?
Yeah, I don't think that's right.
Bob is not the type of person to stop me from painting.
I am,
He's not going to do
but
that.
I want you to stop.
But he's here to kill us, right? Like he wants to go first, and so we lose.
My turn.
Hey!
I rolled a palette.
Jelly bean!
You may play 1 paint from your hand to your palette. That's a bonus.
Plus your 3 action Jackson actions.
Action, Jackson.
I'm gonna take this, and it's gonna be green.
Okay, that's 1 action when you drew it, 1 action to play it.
Oh, it's like item response theory.
If I take these 2 and just keep them on my hand, that'll be my 2 actions.
Do that.
Oh, so I roll, right?
Don't bob it.
A hand. So you got 4 actions, Sheila.
1 is my extra move,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
2 to play it, 3 to brown it, 4 fan. I did this.
You'll be able to
Pretty
make
good.
the Happy Little Trees feature on your next turn. Did you roll, Bob?
I did.
God damn it, Paul.
Don't look down your nose at me. You were the first Bob.
You were Bob Prime.
Bob already painted the Almighty Mountains.
Son of a Bob.
Paul is going to paint the Almighty Mountains. Now move your chill cube ahead on the chill meter.
Oh, we'll never ever be done. First, I want to pick this guy up.
Keep them in your hand.
Keep them separated.
Offspring. That's classic Bob music. I'm sure he listens.
That's how the song goes.
Do.
Do. Offspring.
What
Yes.
I want you to do is to take off your belt.
Oh my God.
You think that's bad? You should hear my customer walking.
Your customer walking?
Yeah.
What's that?
Guys, speak to a manager. I tried to give the waitress a coupon. She said you wouldn't honor it. It's fucking bullshit. Here's a toast for Jane. Jane says she's done with Sergio. He treats her like a rag doll. That's beside the point.
There we go.
Since the last Rolfing toast helped me get through my coma, I can believe what I want to believe. How about a Rolfing prayer to stop me ending up in the hospital every time I turn around? Love, Jane Tim Bastard. It's actually Jane Tim Baxter. So Lord, please help Jane. She needs many clean ladies to give her boxes of munchies.
She's had syphilis injections, and
No, that's a bad thing for a doctor to inject.
but it retroactivated her lips.
In conclusion,
Lord, forgive Jane for her taint traps and her porcelain candles, and keep her safe with a baby in a real place.
All right, best of luck, Jane. I bobbed it.
Man, he's moving up quick, you guys.
so what happens at the end? Soren got the ring? Like, what happens at the end then?
He unleashes the power.
Of chill.
Players may take an extra action on their turn. Okay, well, I'm playing that brush and green, and so I've painted the happy little trees.
Your third action is to paint the trees. Happy little trees.
Done.
Get to the chopper.
Where do I go?
You get 2 for doing it and 2 for being the first one.
And I got good news for you, Matt. Since
Bob hasn't bobbed her up already.
Bob hasn't bobbed up those trees yet, so you're gonna get the Bob bonus. The bonus showing on the Bob track.
There isn't one.
Oh, there's no bonus for making those before Bob.
Fuck you, Bob. Okay, I have one more action. I'm playing a palette knife.
Fun.
Bobbed it! Again.
Do not move Bob forward. He's just chilling.
Mine was a reverse Bob.
Seems like we'll take a long time to do this painting.
I gotta make water. Oh, no one's made water yet.
I made water in my pants. That's how the British say it. I have to make water.
In my
their
pants?
Pants?
Well, no, they don't say the pants part.
In their trousers. They would say trousers.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
I get an extra action.
Free action.
Fraction.
I'm going to play this as white, and that is going to be the Almighty Mountains for me. We're cooking now.
What are you doing?
Hi, what are you doing?
Bobbed it
Oh,
Again?
good.
again.
Good.
I bobbed it again.
When this card is revealed, all players may draw an art supplies card from the top of the deck.
Thanks.
Thanks, Bob.
Bye, buddy. Hope I found your dad.
Shuffle those.
Bob reached the end of his journey.
As soon as one player has painted all 3 features, or Bob moves on to the last space on the Bob track, that painting is considered finished and it's time to move on to the next one. Turn over the next painting panel from the top of the deck and place it on the easel. Sorry, Bob.
Oh, it fell over. It knocks me
I
down.
want to be real with you. Didn't care for the war and I can't stand up too good.
So I was like 8 or 9, maybe 10 at the most. I was in the car with my dad, and my brother was in the back seat. He was a youngster.
Unbuckled,
Probably
surely.
unbuckled. And my dad was like, hey, you want to drive the car? And I was like, yeah, I'm a little kid. I sat in his lap, right? And he did the accelerator because I couldn't reach it. And I did the steering wheel. And
That's kind of a dad thing.
that was a dad thing to do. Usually they're not drunk when they do that, but he was. So we go around the curve. I didn't quite turn it enough.
Cause you're 8.
Because I'm 8, and he grabs the steering wheel and he just fucking wanks it all the way over. We drive straight off the edge into the ditch. Car is sideways, and we're all like hanging there. So the neighbors come over and they're asking us questions.
I only had 8 beers.
Yeah.
It's not drunk. This is a toast to Rachel West from her big sister Evelyn. Through thick and thin, I'll be there with you. I'll never stop loving you. Oh, that's so sweet.
That's
Wow.
nice.
Here's to
I'll be
Rachel
there for
West.
you.
Yeah, Rachel. That's nice to have a nice sister like that.
And we are supposed to do also a Stein dedication.
Oh, yes, we are.
I'll be there for
That's
you.
what I was just thinking. Yeah.
Is that Boyz II Men?
Bon Jovi.
I'll make love to you like you want me to.
Yeah. I'll make love.
No, I'm not singing a song. I'm telling you this, Sheila.
All these years, man. Oh, yeah.
There's your rug burn.
Woo! Let's go.
Rachel West.
Wow.
That's your Stein. Oh,
See?
Jesus.
I knew it. Everyone rolls Bob.
Yeah.
Did you see how many bobs are on the dice?
It's mostly Bob.
My third action will be to paint right after Paul did, so it's totally pointless. 1, 2, 3.
Suck on the Bob dust.
Man, that sucks.
All right, I'm also painting the Wondrous Water. It's bad news.
Go ahead and fuck the devil out of it. Paint to palette.
What?
The paint to palette bonus.
Paint to palette.
Paint to palette.
Wasn't that a line from Indiana Jones in the Temple of Doom? You must go to paint to palette and bring back. You can't ignore me. You can't ignore me if you tried.
He's trying. He's trying.
Wait, don't roll yet.
Hold. Hold.
I'm gonna draw an orange and then also a.
How many actions have you taken so far?
1! I get 4.
Jesus.
I just started my turn and now it's going on twice as long because of you talking to me.
I don't like it.
2, 3, 4. See how quick it was over?
I am going to play a palette knife. I am going to play orange. I am going to play
Nope, it's not good.
this as brown.
Oh,
And then
wow.
on my next turn, I will paint the Charming Cabin.
You have to have dark in order to show light, just like in life.
Just like my nightmares and what I take the medication for.
Didn't care much for the war.
Oh, yeah.
Bob did.
Right on the Bob.
And
Look,
my booty
everybody's
Bobs.
dead. Oh, no, there's one
Once
more.
per turn, players may sweep up the face-up art supplies cards as a free action. Yeah. Each and every person will paint differently, and that's what makes it special.
Who's that?
That's Bob.
That's Bob.
That's me, Bob.
I'm gonna go fast.
Bob did.
Players may paint any feature using any brush.
So I'm gonna do one action. I'm gonna paint with this bidnet right here, and that is this. Happy little trees.
You're the first one to do it, you move 4.
I'm almost happy.
You're at the halfway point between rage and chill.
Wow,
Whoa. What?
Bob is impossible to beat.
He's almost done. We just started this painting and he's already almost done. You could ask me how I am.
Fuck that.
Now it's your turn, Sheila.
He's checking his phone. Look it.
Extra.
No, I just
He's checking his phone.
take it
to the limit.
one more time.
Not good.
Done.
Not good. Not good.
Hold. Bob did.
I'm dead.
Once per turn, players may sweep up the face-up art supplies cards as a free action.
Still, we'll never live to
fucking
enjoy that because Bob is going to come to destroy us all.
He'll kill us all.
Shiva Bob.
Extra.
Free action. You got it.
Free action. So I'm
got
taking
this
this as
shit.
my free action.
'Kay.
1, lay it down. 2, my brush. 3. Good night, ladies.
Paul, if you had a technique where you need 2 white cards right now, you'd get a bonus later.
I have to tell my husband he'll get a bonus later. But then I fall
I'm just
asleep.
gonna.
All right, final roll of the night. Bob did.
And we're dead. No, it's that. We're done.
No, Bob-
Everything's
Bob-
dead. We're done.
Bob turns into a devil
Yep.
and he beats us all.
Suck on the Bob dust.
I love room chata.
Oh, you with your creamy drinks, you will be shitting all night.
Shitting bricks.
You'll be shitting loose. It will just be cement.